Welcome to our channel Doctor of Optometry. Today we will discuss about the MCQs of Anatomy and Physiology part 5th. Question number 101. The strongest attachment of the vitreous body to the surrounding structures is at the level of option A vitreous base, option B optic disc, option C posterior surface of the lens, option D foveal region. The correct option is option A, that is vitreous base. Question number 102. Henle's layer refers to the thickened outer plexiform layer in the region of option A foveola, option B foveal region, option C parafoveal region, option D paramacular region. The correct option is option B, that is foveal region. Question number 103. Major retinal vessels are present in option A between vitreous and internal limiting membrane, option B the nerve fiber layer, option C the inner plexiform layer, option D the inner nuclear layer. The correct option is option B, that is nerve fiber layer. Question number 104. Optic nerve once cut do not regenerate because they are not covered by option A myelin sheath, option B neural lemma, option C both of the above, option D none of the above. The correct option is option B, that is neural lemma. Question number 105. The longest extraocular muscle is option A superior oblique, option B inferior oblique, option C superior rectus, option D inferior rectus. The correct option is option A, that is superior oblique is the longest extraocular muscle. Question number 106. The shortest extraocular muscle is option A superior oblique, option B inferior oblique, option C superior rectus, option D inferior rectus. The correct option is inferior oblique is the shortest extraocular muscle. Question number 107. The posterior end of which muscle insertion lies near the macula? Option A inferior oblique, option B superior oblique, option C superior rectus, option D inferior rectus. The correct option is option A, that is inferior oblique. Question number 108. The nerve which has the longest intracranial course. Option A fourth cranial nerve, option B third cranial nerve, option C sixth cranial nerve, option D fifth cranial nerve. The correct option is option A, that is fourth cranial nerve has the longest intracranial course. Question number 109. Ducts of the main lacrimal gland open in option A superior fornix, option B inferior fornix, option C both of the above, option D none of the above. The correct option is option C, that is both of the above. Question number 110. Accessory lacrimal glands of cross are present in option A upper fornix, option B lower fornix, option C both of the above, option D none of the above. The correct option is option C, that is both of the above. Question number 111. Length of the nasolacrimal duct is about option A 8 to 12 mm, option B 22 to 22 to 34 mm, option C 12 to 8 mm, 18 mm, option D 18 to 21 mm. The correct option is option C, that is 12 to 18 mm is the length of the nasolacrimal duct. Now the question number 112. Nasolacrimal duct open into option A superior meatus, option B middle meatus, option C inferior meatus, option D maxillary sinus. The correct option is option C, that is inferior meatus. Nasolacrimal duct जो है वो open होता है inferior meatus से. Question number 113. Nasolacrimal duct is directed option A downwards, slightly outwards and backwards, option B downwards, slightly inwards and backwards, option C downwards, slightly outwards and forwards, option D downwards, slightly inward and forwards. The correct option is option A, that is downwards, slightly outwards and backwards is the direction of nasolacrimal duct. Question number 114. In the nasolacrimal duct, valve of Hassner is present at its option A upper end, option B lower end, option C middle, option D none of the above. The correct option is option B, that is lower end. Question number 115. All of the following ocular structures are derived embryologically from the neuroectoderm except option A epithelium layer of the ciliary body and iris, option B sphincter and dilator papillary muscle, option C optic nerve, option D optic nerve sheaths. The correct option is option D, that is optic nerve sheaths. Question number 116. Normal A is to V ratio of the retinal blood vessel is option A 1 is to 2, option B 2 is to 3, option C 3 is to 2, option D 3 is to 4. The correct option is option B, that is 2 is to 3. Question number 117. Safe zone of the eyeball is option A at limbus, option B 3 to 4 mm behind the limbs, option C 8 to 9 mm behind the limbs, option D 12 mm behind the limbs. The correct option is option C, that is 8 to 9 mm behind the limbs. Question number 118. Yoke muscles of the right rectus is option A left superior rectus, option B left inferior oblique, option C left inferior rectus, option D left superior oblique. The correct option is option B, that is left inferior oblique. Question number 119. The canal of Schramm possesses the following anatomical characteristics except option A contains red cells, option B contains aqueous, option C lined by endothelium. The correct option is option A, that is contains red cells. ये दो characters इसमें होते हैं. Question number 120. Muscle in the lid attached to the posterior dorsal margin is option A LPS muscle, option B superior oblique, option C Muller's muscle, option D superior rectus. The correct option is option C, that is Muller's muscle. Question number 121. Which part of the orbicularis oculi is known as the Horner's muscle? Option A orbital, option B lacrimal, option C temporal, option D Mueller's muscle. The correct option is option B, that is lacrimal. Question number 122. All visual reflexes are developed by option A 1 year, option B 2 year, option C 5 year, option D 10 year. The correct option is option A, that is 1 year. Question number 123. Anterior chamber depth. Option A increase with age. Option B is lesser in women. Option C is lesser in myopes. Option D has hardly any effect on anterior chamber volume. The correct option is option B is lesser in women. Question number 124. Minor arterial circle is present on option A pupillary border, option B collarita, option C within the iris, option D at the root of iris. The correct option is option B. Question number 125. Minor arterial circle is present on the option A pupillary border, option B collarita, option C within the iris, option D at the root of the iris. The correct option is again option B. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.